alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. It's a cross-borough rivalry, and tonight the New York Knicks have made their short trip to Brooklyn as they take on the Nets. Come into this one after winning on Tuesday. Guys, kind of a battle there. They pulled out a 4-point win, though.
You're going to win a lot of games when you can shoot the three ball the way they did in that one.
And you know, you see teams relying on the three ball more and more nowadays. It's a big part of the game, and they made it rain out there in a big way.
It'll be the Knicks off the tip. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Jarrett Jack is out there with Lee. Then it's Thomas. Then there's Porzingis. And it's Cantor in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Boy, I tell you what, nice work offensively. Jack making the right read there.
Dinwiddie kicks to Crabbe. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Excellent D from Thomas.
And really, the first 3 or 4 seasons of his career, DeMarre Carroll was kind of a fringe rotation player. I think once his three-point shooting took form in Atlanta, that's when his value as a player skyrocketed.
So it's Brooklyn now, following the shot by Jarrett Jack. And here we go, fast break. Jack's got it. Thomas's shot is off.
He just never looks comfortable when he's that far away from the basket.
Crabbe kicks to Zeller. Crabbe dishes to Dinwiddie. Releases from 15. He squares up and sinks it.
And you know, he's not usually the guy to break out the crossover. Worked for him that time, but I'm not sure I would be doing that consistently.
Now, here's Cantor. 14 points from him the last game against the Lakers.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
And Cantor able to finish.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And the foul on Jarrett Jack. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Okafor is checked in for Tyler Zeller. Allen comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Harris is checked in for DeMarre Carroll. And it's LeVert in for Allen Crabbe. On defense, the Nets. Here's Ntilikina. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And, you know, the length of Ntilikina, man, takes long strides when he's driving inside to get past the defense. Fantastic stuff.
The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Allen outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Nets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Now, gentlemen, two shots. Move shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for the Knicks. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. pass to O'Quinn. Here's Ntilikina. He had 13 points in the win against the Lakers.
Yeah, passed the ball well that last time out. Pinpoint passes and racked up a bunch of assists.
The Nets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
He doesn't get the second one. From deep. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nets lead by 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And the Nets with the lead. Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. They've got Beasley. He's out there with McDermott. Ntilikina out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Dinwiddie passes to Harris. A three-pointer off the mark. It's been a coaching carousel in Brooklyn in recent years, Clark. Your thoughts on Coach Kenny Atkinson, who came from Atlanta, and what he's done there, and what about his staff?
Well, you know, brave souls, and I think Kenny Atkinson has the right approach. Time will tell what kind of coach he becomes, but I like what I've seen from him. He confessed that people he respected told him he'd be insane to take the job, but nothing ventured, nothing gained, and he stepped into it. The Nets have to return the faith he showed and give him time to build this team.
So for the Nets, Quincy Acy's checked in for Allen, and Nick Stauskas is subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the game right now. And the free throw, no good.
Well, I tell you what, easy to admire the skills of Ntilikina. I mean, he's a tall guard. He passes and shoots it well. Very efficient.
New York trailing. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And Jack kicks to Cancer. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
When he's creating like that, you like what Jared Jack brings to the party.
And what was a wild ride of an offseason for the Knicks ultimately results in a regime change.
Yeah, I mean, players butting heads with executives, and when it came down to it, things just needed to change. If the Knicks picked the Zen Master over Porzingis, fans might have rioted in New York City, and hopefully the franchise can kind of start to right the ship.
That's good from Cantor. Clark, we've seen an influx of superb scorers in the recent draft classes. Any young player come to mind who could lead the league in scoring in a few short years?
Well, it's going to be a while as long as Kevin Durant is still playing, Kevin. I think he's the guy that can do it as easy and efficiently as anybody. But when you look at some of the young guys that may have that potential, certainly Devin Booker at Phoenix. Love this young man's stroke and demeanor and toughness on the offensive end. Markelle Fultz has a skill set that screams big-time score. Those two guys of the young group would probably stand out to me.
Right. The shot's good from Ntilikina.
And Ntilikina is skilled, really skilled at getting good position in the post. I mean, he uses his quick instincts and understanding of the positioning to score inside.
They set the pick. Carroll, no one around him. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Last time they met in New York.
Yeah, a dominant win for them their last time in this matchup. And what jumps off the stat page was their advantage on the boards.
Yeah, they were overpowering it inside, and you've really got to like their chances, Greg, if they can replicate that tonight.
And Cantor throws it down.
You know, that's what you love about Ntilikina. I mean, very unselfish and constantly looking to set up his guys.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Quincy Acy. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Zinkas, he's checked in for Ntilikina.
And Frank Ntilikina out of France, played pro ball in Germany, and a lot of fans in the U.S. might not be as familiar with him, but for NBA execs and scouts, that's their job. Ntilikina has a game worthy of their attention.
Basket good.
And how about Carroll using his size there, taking it strong inside?
The Knicks leading by 4. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Screen by Lee. Cantor sets the pick for Lee. Right side, Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. Jack with it, and Zeller picks him up defensively. Jack's shot is good. Jack's got the lead up to 6 now for the Knicks.
Nice work inside by Jack. He loves getting as close to the basket as possible.
And Damari Carroll, good for 3. Carroll's got his second basket of the night. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Knicks out front, leading by 3. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.